Hello everybody, it's Mike Parker from the Parker Real Estate Group, Huff Realty. Hard to believe it's already January of 2023 and we're going to come here and give you a real estate forecast for what 23 is. We're going to talk a little bit about 22 and where have we been, where are we currently, and where we are going. Okay, so let's dig into it here. Okay, supply demand, it works in favor of the educated agent. What I mean by this, you have to understand that almost 50% of our real estate agents have been in the business less than 6 years. So they've never seen a changing market. This is not a downturn by no means. And I'm going to show you the numbers to prove that. But we've got a lot of agents in our marketplace who think we're in a bad market just because 19, 20, and 21 were outstanding years. They were crazy years, okay? But they believe the market is a down market when it actually is not. It's still a very good market here, okay? And this is our confused agent, okay? This is not a replay of 2008, 2009, 2010. I cannot tell you how many people say, Mike, is this gonna happen again? Is this what's gonna happen? You know, are we gonna go have all these foreclosures? The answer is no. Our supply is still low, and we'll show numbers here to prove that, okay? One of the major reasons that we're not going to have a downturn is because of the lending, okay? You have to understand back in 2001, 2 to about 2006, it was so easy to get a loan, so easy to get a mortgage, okay? If you could write your name, you could get a mortgage. The standards have really tightened up right now. And you know, back around 12, 13, 14, they were too tight. They have loosened up a little bit, okay? But you have seen here things have really tightened up where we're not going to have another downturn, okay? This one right here basically says the word into it, normal. 23, we're going to see most likely a normal market. I've been doing this business for 36 years. From 86 to 2006, what you saw was 3% appreciation a year. 3% a year. You could count on it like clockwork, okay? After this, after 2006, prices started going up and down, up and down. Well, what you're going to see this year, we're going to see 3 to 5%. I'll kind of give you a little hint ahead of time, but it's going to be 3 to 5%. Supply is still low, okay? I'm a numbers freak, okay? I admit it. I follow numbers all the time. Northern Kentucky is a triangle, okay? It's Boone, Kenton, Campbell, Bracken, Pendleton, Grant, Gallatin, a little bit of Carroll, and a little bit of Owen County in our multiple listing service, okay? Historically, the average was 2,200 homes for sale in those 7 counties. Today, we were 709. Again, I repeat that. This morning, we were 709 homes for sale in all those 7 counties. Supply is still very, very low, okay? Demand for housing will continue to outpace supply. That's the way it's going to be for the next 3 to 5 years. One of the main reasons you're seeing this is the millennials, okay? They are the largest demographic buyer group. They're almost 1.5 times larger than the baby boomers, okay? They started buying in 2015. If you go back and look at our inventory, when did it start going down? 2016. So it all relates into it, okay? Wild number, guys, this is a wild number. National average, 60.6% appreciation over the last 5 years. If you look here, this is where we are. We're in that 40 to 60. Okay, remember I told you I'm a numbers freak. January 1st of 18 to December 31st of 21, we went up 36.9% in appreciation in those 4 years in Northern Kentucky. That was a Northern Kentucky MLS stat right there. So you have seen appreciation. If you have bought a home back in the 14, 15 and you still own it, it's a great investment, okay? After a big boom over the past 2 years, there will essentially be no change nationally. Half the country will experience small price gains, while the other half will see small price declines. We're seeing this now. East Coast, West Coast. East Coast, West Coast, they're down. And they're not down a little bit either. They're down 10, 20, 25% in some places. And there, I've got friends on each coast selling right there. The Midwest, we're solid, Okay, you start in the Midwest, go all the way down to Texas in that area there, Georgia in that area, Northern Kentucky, Indiana, Ohio. We're solid. You're seeing small price gains this year. We're not going to see the declines right there. Wow, rents. If you live in Northern Kentucky, you know what rents have gone wild. What used to be $850, $900 for a 2-bedroom, 2-bath is $1,400 to $1,600 now. We got some new ones over here. I heard they're going for $1,895. I mean, rents have really, really jumped up. And here's the part about it, they're continuing to grow. They're there. I mean, they're expecting these rents to go up. They're providing 6.3 this year. That's why you're seeing, when Amazon announced that they were going to build here, I do a lot of internet marketing. So I got a lot of phone calls. And they were looking to buy anything and everything they could tear down or what to build. Over here by Target on Houston Road, there's over 600 units being built there, strictly in there. That's mainly for the Amazon people. All right, we're going to get into numbers. I told you I was going to prove to you how our market is, and I'm going to show some numbers here, and I want you to look at a couple different things right here. The first thing here is right here, the active right here, at 562. Okay, this is all residential. So this is first quarter 2022. This will be in January, I believe this is. And what this is, there's 562 homes for sale in Northern Kentucky. Okay, 562 active. There's 813 pending, and there's 4,017 that have sold in the last 6 months. All right, let's go down here, and this 271, I'm gonna prop it up here. This is what the sold price was in 271,180, okay? This is all residential, single family and condo, okay, and farms too, all right? Second quarter, we're down to 472. We'll see here, back here we were 562, here we are 472. We're down in inventory. Right here, you see the price, we're going from 271 to 280. Let's go to the third quarter, 710. Okay, third quarter, this would be starting July, summertime market. Listings not selling as fast. Interest rates had gone up into the 6s and 7s back then. We saw our number go up to 710. This morning, we were 709, guys. We're already below that back again. 287. So what were we? We were 280. We're at 287. Let's do fourth quarter, 786. Active, 295,052. And then this is the very last week of December 22. I wanted to show you the Christmas market, the slowest market of the year. And what you're going to see is 295, 271. Here's a recap of our sold prices. We started out in 22 at 271. We come in at 295. Our prices didn't go down, folks. They appreciate it. We appreciate it. Now, here's a key. 2023, we are not going to appreciate this level. But we are not like the rest of the market, the East Coast and West Coast, and also the media tell you everything's gone down. It has not done that, okay? This is single family. So I'm going to break down single family and condo for you here too also. We're at 280, 871. Now this is all Northern Kentucky here. 324 active, 289, 889. We're 520, so this will be like first week of July. 296, 146. And then we're at 303 in the fourth quarter, right there. As you can see here, we're ended up at 303, start off at 280, single family, okay? Again, not one quarter went backwards. Not one quarter. And you have to realize in the, let's say, late June to early September, we had 7% interest rates. We went from 3.15 back in January to over 7%. And our prices did not go backwards, okay? These is proven. These are sold numbers. These are not made up. Here's our condos here, 115. Average sales price is 203,750. Now, when I say condos, this is going to take in townhomes and condos. Condo is kind of like a Kleenex word. Condo means somebody could be above you or somebody below you. This is also going to take in townhomes, which has nobody above you, okay, or below you either. 211, 680. See what the third quarter is. 218, 568. The fourth quarter came in at 226. And here you come in here, you see our numbers here. Again, not one quarter did we go backwards, okay? Now, folks, let me tell you something. We, this past year, did not have a lot of new construction condos come online. Not like before. Fisher Homes and Drees are the two main people who have built those. And in 22, Fisher did not have that many new ones coming on. In 23, Drees and Fisher are still going to have a lot of brand new product coming on, okay? You'll see this price jump up because the new construction prices will be higher, okay? All right. You know, market's changing and everybody, and I hear, Mike, there's going to be a lot of foreclosures, okay? National average throughout history is 2%. 2% of all homes will be distressed homes, they'll be foreclosed on, okay? In January of 20, when we had that COVID thing going on, it was running about 4%, but nobody could be foreclosed on, okay? We got down to 1%, and we're going to go back up to 2%. I saw a headline the other day in Wall Street Journal. 100% increased rate on foreclosures. True statement. We went from 1% to 2%, okay? You're not going to see that many foreclosures right there. Inventory. If you look here, this is January of 2011 over there. There was 9.5 months. That's in the middle of the foreclosure period, in the middle of the recession, okay? If you look over here in January 22, we're running around 3.5 months. That's what we're running right now. It's about 2.5 to 3 months on the inventory. This is a national average, but our numbers are pretty similar to this. More than half of the millennials and Gen Zs plan to apply for a mortgage sometime in the next year. You know what? We had a really nice thing happen here about 10 days ago. Interest rates dropped about 0.5%. They went from 6.5. Today's quote on a 30-year fix is 5.78. 5.78 for a 30-year fix, okay? That's a great rate. Is it 3%? No. And folks, in my lifetime, you're never going to see it again, okay? Maybe if you're 25, you might see it. The last time we had 3% interest rates before this time was in the 60s, okay? So that was almost, 60 years ago. So you're not going to see that cheap money again, okay? But more than half of the millennials, largest buying demographic group ever, and we still got 8 years left of them. That's one of the reasons our supply is not going to grow up. That's not why our inventory is going to grow, is because the millennials are buying. This right here is from January of 23, and this is an early January. They kind of talked about what they thought the first quarter would be and things like this. We're already below this, okay? We're probably going to see the Fed raise the Fed rate 0.5% in February. I kind of expect that. What you will see is this. The mortgage companies will price in that rate about 2 weeks prior to that meeting, okay? So this 5 7/8, we might see it up to 6 1/8, maybe even 6 1/4 or something like that. So when that Fed rate happens, you'll see a slight raise and then they'll come back down. Historically, the rate between the Fed rate and what the mortgage rate is 1.7%. Historically. Not always true, but pretty close to that right there. But if you look here, everybody is saying that rates are going to be lower in the second half of the year. I'm going to repeat that. Almost everybody is saying that the interest rate is going to be lower in the second half of the year. Home is where the heart is, guys. It's also where the green dollar is. That's how you make money in Northern Kentucky, is buying and selling real estate. As a real estate agent, you know, we've got 1,900 people in the multiple listing service, and we got about 1,250 people in the Northern Kentucky Association of Realtors. I want to repeat something. This is a National Association of Realtors stat that's kind of scary. 40% of our real estate agents in August had never done a price reduction. Kind of let that sink in a little bit. Almost half of our agents had never done a price reduction. They had never been in a changing market. If you're thinking about buying and selling, I'd love to work with you, but if you don't use me, use an experienced agent, and not somebody that sells 10, 15 homes. Talk to somebody who has been in the business for a period of time, who has seen the ups and downs, who understands, because here's this. This is where you make your extra 4 or 5% on your home sale with the agents. Most agents market the same. There's different ways you can market, okay? Most of them will work, some will, some won't. But the difference between getting an extra 4 or 5% in your home sale is the people who do the detective work, who do the digging, who figure out the differences and like that. That's a 4 to 5% extra in your pocket there. Long-term homeowners should view this market right now as a unique buying opportunity. Guys, there's some good buys out there. It is still a seller's market. There is no ifs and buts about it. But you can go to a home and see a home and not have 10 people outside the door waiting to put another bid in. So we are seeing multiple bids, but not that much as like we used to, okay? Not like the last 3 years. Don't let the media tell you what's going on, because they want to sell bad news. That gets people watching more news and things like that. The local media could not be more off than what they are, nationwide and local, you know, from that. And I can show the numbers here to show you how our market has done there. This is something that's been pretty cool. It's actually, I've sold 5 of these in the last 3 years, okay? These are multiple generational homes, usually 3 generations. Grandparents take the first floor master, mom and dad take the second floor, and the kids take the lower level, okay? We're starting to see this quite a bit. They combine the homes in. East Coast, West Coast, you see this a lot. In the Hispanic and the Asian market, you see this a lot. Starting to become more and more here, you're starting to see it, okay? Something we're offering, 20 tips for preparing your home for sale. If you're thinking about buying or if you're thinking about selling, I'd love to sit down and talk to you. I'm a 36-year veteran in this. I know what I'm doing, and here's the good thing about it is we work hard for you. My name is Mike Parker, the Parker Real Estate Group, Huff Realty, and you can reach me. My number is 859-486-3300. Email's easy, mike@mikeparker.com. You kind of see my personality in this. I come to the table, we work hard, we play hard. Look forward to working with you. Take care. Have a super fantastic day.